We're on the production set for RV Unplugged Season 2. And while we're here inside of our RV Eleanor, we're gonna do something I hardly ever do, and that is use what I call an easy bake oven. Our travel trailer has an easy bake oven. And we're gonna use it today to make a keto-friendly chicken and green bean casserole. Hey, what's up, family? I'm Rachel.
And I'm Joe.
And we are
Two Crazy Ketos. And if you're new to our channel, welcome. Here on Two Crazy Ketos, we do different things like recipe videos and we do product reviews. We talk about various keto topics. And every Monday, we go live on Keto Beyond the Couch because life exists beyond the couch.
You can find us in different social media platforms like Facebook, Instagram, and X.
And we have a website, which is twocrazyketos.com. That's where you're going to find all of our different recipes. Now, we do upload at least 5 new videos every single week, so make sure you subscribe to our channel.
And don't forget to hit the little bell icon, and that way, every single time we're coming to you from the tiniest kitchen in the world, you'll be alerted to it.
So you're here with the winners of Season 2 of RV Unplugged.
Nobody knows it yet, but yes, we will be the winners.
Yeah, we will be, because actually, we haven't started filming it yet. Filming actually starts tomorrow morning. We have no idea what time. But we're actually right now camping at Camp Margaritaville in Auburndale, Florida.
Super beautiful here. And, you know, as we've talked about, we've prepped for this competition by bringing along food that we really don't have to cook.
Yeah, so because starting tomorrow, the only water we have, so far as we know, is what we were able to bring with us, which is 40 gallons of water. And that's got to last 2 weeks. So our plan was to not use water except for to kind of do Navy showers and also to poop.
Well, but while we are still connected to water, we thought it might be nice to show making a recipe in your RV for those people who don't just want to prep, you know, cold ready, shelf stable food in their RV, because lots of people RV and they do utilize their kitchen. It can be done, and we thought we'll make a beautiful, delicious recipe right here inside of Eleanor.
So we're gonna make a modification of something that we've always liked. So something we've always actually really liked on keto, or just before keto actually, is green bean casserole.
Yes.
But a lot of green bean casseroles aren't very keto friendly. So we're gonna make a keto friendly green bean casserole, only our twist is we're also gonna add chicken into it because you need to have meat with everything you eat.
Yes.
Okay, so the first thing we're going to need is some green beans. So I always made my green bean casserole with French cut green beans, although Rachel actually made hers with whole green beans. And so that's what we got. We got whole green beans, and we're going to use 2 cans of these. And I know right now someone is typing green beans aren't keto. Well, first of all, there's no such thing as a keto food. There's keto-friendly foods. And it really comes down to, can you consume that and still maintain ketosis and ketogenesis? And you have to look at carbs. Like, I think that we need to be more concerned about the carbs in like keto candy, keto cupcakes, homemade mug cakes than you're going to have in something like green beans. This can is 3.5 servings. I don't understand the half a serving. Because, listen, the average thing of green beans, I think a cup of green beans is like 6 carbs. So they're saying there's 3.5 in here, and a serving size is a half a cup. And there is 3 total carbs per serving. So that, to me, is not that many carbs. If I eat the entire can, I'm only looking at 12 total carbs. And there's also a gram of fiber in there, and we talk about it all the time. Listen. We just did a video recently, net carbs versus total carbs, and we think you should count total carbs. But if you absolutely want to deduct the fiber in a vegetable, be my guest. Anyway, 2 cans of green beans. Our modification is we're going to use a can of cooked chicken because, again, we're looking at something where can you do this on the road? Obviously, you can do it at home, but can you do it on the road? And I don't want to have to cook the chicken on the road to make my green beans, so I'm just going to use canned chicken. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take my canned chicken, and I don't know why I have 4 cans. We only need 1. I'm going to put a can of chicken into a casserole pan. Then I'm going to put 2 cans of green beans. Now I'm just gonna take a spoon and mix this up. Now I probably could have used a smaller casserole dish, but this is what I got. You could also actually add more chicken if you really want to. What we want to do is make sure we've got some chicken in every single bite. So again, just use your spoon or whatever you're mixing it with and kind of break up the chicken. Once you've got it mixed the way you want it, just use your spoon or your spatula, whatever you're using, and make one nice thin layer.
So wait a second, Joe. My green bean casserole, and pretty much any green bean casserole I've ever heard of, requires cream of mushroom soup.
Well, thanks to our friend Steve from Serious Keto, we now have a cream of mushroom soup that is keto friendly because
Yay!
Steve collaborated with Keto Chow and created Keto Chow cream of mushroom soup.
But that's not all. He also helped collaborate to make baked potato soup.
I'm excited about that one. Like, cream of mushroom soup, to me, this is the only place I ever used it. But I am going to try it because we're going to use this to make the recipe. But then we're also going to taste them just as soups because I've got, like, things I'm thinking about with a creamy baked potato soup.
Yum.
Put some stuff in there, some cheese across the top, put some chicken in that. Oh my gosh.
I mean, but I have plans for cream of mushroom as well. I mean, I think that there is some thicker, richer Salisbury steak, Swedish meatballs. Like, the sky is the limit.
Yeah, so we're going to use the cream of mushroom soup from Keto Chow for this recipe. Now, this is available right now. When you're watching this video, it is available. We have a link down below in the description. When you use that link will give you 10% off your entire order at Keto Chow for anything that is not a subscription. So just do us a favor, please use that link down below. It does help benefit the channel, which we greatly appreciate. And you can get some cream of mushroom soup and baked potato along with all the other flavors you want. So let's finish up this recipe. So to keep this video short, and also because we have a tiny kitchen and not the greatest lighting inside of the RV, I've already blended everything up. But what we're looking for is you want to take 4 ounces of heavy cream. Now, somebody's going to ask, can I use butter? I have not tried it with butter. You probably can use it with butter, but we're using heavy cream because if you remember, when you would make a green bean casserole, you always used like the condensed Campbell's cream of mushroom soup. So that was really, really thick. So we were looking for something thick and you just don't get the same effect with butter. So we used 4 ounces of heavy cream. Then we used 8 ounces of water and 1 packet of the cream of mushroom soup from Keto Chow. So I've got it in my blender. This is the only blender we have with us in the RV. We're just going to give it one more blend. Then what we're going to do is I'm just going to open this up. It's very, very thick. And I'm going to pour it in here. Now I'm going to take another 4 ounces of water and I'm going to put it into my Ninja because I don't want to lose any of this. And I'm just going to basically get as much of this out as I can. And now we'll just go ahead and put this in here. And that really does look like the perfect consistency. So we'll go ahead and we'll give this a good mix. This could probably even take another can of green beans if you really wanted. Then what we're going to do is we're going to top this with about a 1/2 cup of shredded cheese.
So please ignore the fact that we're actually cooking with Rachel in the bathroom. But RV life, space is a commodity, and I've got a big countertop in here, so this is where we put the air fryer. Sorry about this. So anyway, we need a crunchy top for the green bean casserole to replace what we always used to use on a green bean casserole, and that is those French onions, right? Or like the little fried onions. So we're not going to be using that, but we still want to crunch. So we're going to be making some pork rinds. Now you can use already made pork rinds, but I really enjoy the flavor and the freshness of making my own pork rinds. So we buy great big bags of pellets, but Southern Recipe Small Batch also has the pork pellets, and you get a normal human amount that's easy to transport versus the big vat of pork pellets that we have at home. Now these guys are much smaller too. All you're gonna need to do is take a couple of them and pop them inside of your air fryer. Let me see what their directions is. They say 375 degrees for 4 to 5 minutes. And that's about what I do when I'm cooking them at home. So as you can see, a little goes a long way. And I probably won't even need this much pork rinds for it because these guys are gonna plump up fast. Think popcorn, it's like that. So my air fryer, this particular one, doesn't go to 375. It does 370 or it does 380. So we're going 380 at 4 minutes, and we're gonna come back to some pork rinds. Okay, so now that our pork rinds are cooked up, and this is what these pellets turn into, I just transfer them into a bag and I'm gonna crunch them up. Now, if I was home, I would be using our spice grinder because that, you know, makes them nice, or like a food processor, that sort of thing. But I'm on the road, I have very limited stuff, and honestly, this is very therapeutic. Feels good to just make a crunchy topping with some pork rinds. So now all I'm gonna do is just make a mess, top this with the pork rind crumbs. I want to try to get it even. And then we're gonna pop it into the oven at 350 degrees for 15 minutes.
Now the question is, will it fit into your easy bake oven?
That's a great question.
Do we see why this is called an easy bake oven? And at least in our mind.
There is no way I'm cooking Thanksgiving turkey dinner in here. While we're waiting, we're gonna go ahead and do just a taste test of the cream of mushroom soup. And I'm gonna fix it the way that I would fix it if I was just having straight cream of mushroom soup. And that is, I would like some mushrooms in it. So I just put those in the microwave to kind of make them nice and cooked. And then I'm just gonna heat this up just for 30 seconds in the microwave because we're just looking for the cream of mushroom taste. Okay.
It smells good.
It does smell good, but we're looking for that cream of mushroom soup taste, and we want to see, did Steve nail it?
I will say one thing. Using the easy bake oven definitely heats up the RV.
It is super hot in here.
Before we do it with the mushrooms,
Yeah.
I think we should take a swig with nothing added, so like we can know like what does it taste like, because maybe the mushrooms are adding more flavor.
That's good. Okay.
You like mushroom more than I do.
I do love mushroom, actually. The holidays are back, baby. There's a lot of different things that are going to be perfect recipe-wise.
It definitely tastes like cream of mushroom soup. I'm not a mushroom lover. I never minded like cream of mushroom soup, and I feel like it's almost like a cross of cream of mushroom with cream of chicken.
Yeah, that's true. Now we did.
It's not overly mushroomy.
We used our regular butter.
Yes, this is made with butter, so we should say that. So this is 4 ounces of melted butter.
That's delicious.
And then the keto chow, and then we filled it up to the 20-ounce line on this bottle. So, yeah.
I would just bring that to work and sip it, especially if you want all of the benefits of keto chow and you don't want to pique your sweet tooth.
It's winter time.
Yep.
I mean, listen, we're in Central Florida right now. It's supposed to be in the 50s next week. That's like, you know, like parka weather for South Floridians.
That's practically
like,
8 feet of snow anywhere else.
You're going to see South Floridians wearing mittens and earmuffs and ski caps next week. But no, it's good.
Delicious.
It's not overly mushroomy.
No, so you won't hate it.
It doesn't bother me at all. I like it.
Well, and you'll be able to use it in recipes, which I think is going to be what you use this for the most.
Okay, so let's try it like the way you would really, like, I'm just not a mushroom fan.
I am so sorry.
But I feel like you have to do it this way.
This is the authentic way. You want to dink it?
Dink.
Dink. Mmm. Oh my gosh, that's good. That's really good.
I could do without the mushrooms.
Mmm. I really like it with the mushrooms. I'm going to tell you what else. I'm going to throw some cooked ground beef down in here.
Yeah.
That is going to be really delicious.
Beef makes everything better.
It really does. That is really good, though.
I'm really impressed with this. Good job, Steve. I really like it.
Awesome.
Let's go ahead and try the creamy baked potato one. But I want to put cheese on that one.
I'm not just going to put cheese on it. I actually brought bacon bits and I want some cheese and bacon bits.
Ooh, like a loaded baked potato.
Baked potato. Okay, so I put some cheese in here, some bacon bits, and honestly, after I heat this up, I would probably top it with a dollop of Joe's yogurt as a sour cream, and then have a fully loaded baked potato. Okay. Now, again, we made this with butter. We made the ones to taste as a shake. We made it with butter. So I feel like you do have the potential of having a fully loaded baked potato. You use butter as the fat source. You make it into a soup, toss it with cheese and bacon, dollop of sour cream on the top. Hello. All right, so you want me to try first?
Go ahead.
All right. That is kind of messing with my mind. That is like a potato.
It does taste like a potato. I don't know if I like it.
It's been a while since I've had a potato. I think is the issue.
I think it's not that I don't like it. It's been more than 7 years since I've had a potato.
It's like you
nailed it. Is that what a potato? It is what a potato tastes like.
You nailed it too hard, Steve. It is absolutely a potato. Like what? All right, let's taste it as a soup because honestly,
that's the only way I would do it.
I have used in the past, like before keto, I used to buy those sipping soups that Campbell's used to put out. And I would get, and they would do cream of chicken, cream of mushroom, that sort of thing. And I would bring those because it was just easy on the go. So I could see using cream of mushroom as a sipping soup for me, but I probably would not use the baked potato as a sipping soup.
I'm going to tell you, I think we need to, before we have this, let's get some Redmond.
Okay.
Because I think it needs more salt. Okay, so I want to be clear, this is not a Steve thing.
No, this is
I add salt to the cream of chicken from Keto Chow. Well, and the tomato basil. I just like, most things do not have enough salt for me. I usually add almost a teaspoon of salt to the creamy chicken Keto Chow. So I think that, like, they're not going to add extra salt.
No, this
you
is...
add it.
Also, Joe and Rachel have not had a baked potato in a very long time.
No, but again, like, I add salt to a lot of the Keto Chows, and I just, for me, it doesn't have enough salt. Yeah. Now taste that. Now, I mean, it tastes like a potato, but adding more salt is all the difference.
That is messing with me.
Like, I'm going to even do something here that I yell at Rachel for doing, and I'm not even trying this without adding salt.
You're going to add some salt. All right, so here we go. I'm going to dink it. Ooh, I love that cheese in there. Dink. Hello.
No, that is good.
Oh my gosh.
That, you know what it tastes like? It tastes like a potato skin.
Oh my gosh. Yes, it tastes like loaded potato skins. Dang, that's good.
That's good.
Again, I'm going to throw chicken down in this. I'm going to throw hamburger ground beef down in this. This is crazy good.
So, okay.
Nailed it. I mean, as soon as I realized Steve had made these flavors, I just knew they were going to be awesome because he's not going to release anything until he knows he's nailed it.
Yeah, so the green bean casserole is almost done, but real quick, I will tell you, for me, I'm curious for you, kind of surprising, like, as just stand on its own. I like the cream of mushroom better than the creamy potato.
Really?
But when you do the mix-ins, like, as a soup, I like the creamy potato better.
Well, because of what you're mixing in. For a creamy mushroom.
Cheese and bacon.
Well, but for a creamy mushroom, you're going to mix in mushrooms and you don't like mushrooms.
Right.
So I think that there's room in my life for both of these flavors because I like both of these soups. Now, I'm definitely, like I said, I'm going to use the cream of mushroom as a standalone sipping type of broth. I could see using that and, just drinking it on the go like a nice hot one with butter as the fat. But I'm going to use both of these all day long.
And that's what I was talking about. So that's what if I'm out on the road.
Yeah.
I want a warm soup. I have access to a microwave where I can melt the butter. And I can warm up my water and have warm soup, like in a hotel. I don't have access to bacon and cheese and bowls and all that. Which one am I going to drink with no add-ins? Cream of mushroom.
Okay.
The potato, to me, needs more to just drink it with nothing added. It needs more salt. Salt helped.
Okay.
But as soon as I start putting stuff in it, And I think you're right. When they're going to be great for recipes.
Heck yes.
And things like, green bean casserole or making mashed potatoes and different things like that. I know Steve is working on different recipes for it. I've actually had access to a couple of them and they're really, really good, but I'm going to let him release them.
Well, I think that too. I can see you having if you have corned beef and then you're using this as the lazy engineered beef type thing. Corned beef hash flavor maybe
don't give away ideas
in your future.
But I just came up with something. I came up with when after we win RV Unplugged.
Okay.
We're gonna go home and we're gonna make this.
Oh yes. Yes.
That's a game changer.
And that's a game changer.
Right? If we make that, I can't say it because somebody's gonna make it.
Absolutely.
If we say it, somebody's gonna make it. But if you make that with one of these two soups, that would be, and it's something that we would order in restaurants all the time.
Absolutely.
So I think they're good. If I was just drinking it with no add-ins at all, cream of mushroom is nailed. Potato is good, but I think it's going to be better when you add stuff to it or as a recipe ingredient.
Agreed.
I don't know what you're happier about, the fact that this is done and we're going to eat green bean casserole with chicken, or that we just turned off the oven.
Both of those things make me happy because it's getting kind of toasty up in this.
And
piece.
it's cool outside. It's in the 60s but it's super windy, and if we opened up the window, the audio would be horrible. Okay. It looks good.
It does look good.
I mean, oh yeah.
Look at
think if you were to let this sit,
it'll harden
thicken
up or
up.
thicken up. But look at that.
Oh,
I like all the cheesy goodness.
Cheesy goodness topping.
Dink.
You got more.
Mmm. Mm-hmm.
That's good.
That's delicious.
When it comes to holidays,
Mm-hmm.
when you think about Thanksgiving, Christmas, where you would have green bean casserole.
Yeah. And just like savages, we're going to just eat it right out of the casserole dish. Mm-hmm. Super easy. Inexpensive. I mean, this is going to feed a whole crew. I love it.
And here's the thing. I mean, again, I would probably, this is all we had with us. We had 2 cans of green beans.
Right.
I would probably go 3 cans of green beans and maybe even another can of chicken, but the same amount of keto chow. I think we've nailed the keto chow to the heavy cream. Maybe even if you want to add more heavy cream, that'll never hurt you. But you don't want to go more than 8 to, I'd probably maybe 10 ounces of water.
Because you want it to stay thick.
You want it to be thicker. You don't want it to be, and I know usually you want to add a bunch of water for the salt in keto chow, but again, this is green bean casserole. You want it to have salt in it. It really comes out amazing. The flavors are amazing. And I have to tell you, I mean, your mom is probably not going to want to hear me say this, but I think I like it with the pork rinds better than I remember the French onions. The pork rinds, because the pork brings a flavor to it.
Well, here's another. You ready for this?
Look at that.
Because you're making fresh pork rinds, you can flavor your pork rinds any way that you want. So if you want to flavor your pork rinds with a sour cream and onion type of flavoring from Pork and Good comes to mind. You can flavor your pork rinds any way you want them, and they come out really nice and crunchy because they're fresh.
Yeah, ever since we discovered making our own pork rinds,
there's no going back.
We don't buy pork rinds anymore.
No. It's just too easy.
It's too easy to make your own. And you can even make your own and then buy, if you we love Pork and Good, buy their seasonings. Then put it on there and you have it. But there's nothing better than taking the 4 minutes to throw them in an air fryer and get fresh, hot pork rinds that have not gone rancid and are not stale. Because there is nothing worse than opening up a bag of pork rinds that are stale.
It's just sad.
They're not crunchy. They don't taste good.
Now I'm disappointed.
And so I just love making our own. And if you really want to have an amazing home pork rind, you put them into lard or
Yes.
into like beef tallow, and when you fry them that way, it's even better. The air fryer is just quick and easy and no cleanups.
Right.
But yeah, that is our green bean casserole using the new cream of mushroom soup from Keto Chow and Steve from Serious Keto. I think Steve did a great job.
You nailed it, buddy.
Again, they are on sale right now. I'm not sure if this is a limited edition flavor. Don't know how many Keto Chow has ordered. I don't know how many they have in stock.
I wouldn't wait. That's all I know.
I would definitely, if you're interested in getting it, I would get it because I know that a lot of the soup-based ones have become like seasonal. So get it while you can get it. Use the link down below. It does benefit the channel. We greatly appreciate that. But let us know down in the comment section, are these two flavors that you would be interested in either as a soup or as an ingredient in some other recipe? Now, if you like seeing videos like this, take a look at some of the videos we have linked right over there. Also, make sure you take a look at our most recent video I'm going to put right over here.
But whether you head this way or you head this way, don't forget to head this way. Subscribe to our channel and click the little bell icon, and that way every single time we upload a new video, you'll be alerted to it.
Till next time.
Bye.